Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. You see by title below. This is on episode 12, the final and last episode of Gakusen Toshi Asterisk season 2. And this episode we get a whole bunch of things, to be honest. Definitely things that can possibly lead to a season 3. Like I said before in the last one, a lot of people are saying that the sales weren't really as, good, and the way this ended is more of a way to show like go read the light novels pretty much. To which I would like to read those. I don't know where to find them, so if you guys do know, feel free to comment below on that. But overall, in this episode, we get a whole bunch of things. First off, we get to learn more about Euless and Ophelia, about how Ophelia was, obviously the friend, and she got taken away and became, who she is because of that magnum opus or whatever, that one doctor that we see at the very end as well, going up to Ayato to talk. She could save the sister and everything. Obviously, he's not going to say yes to that because of what she did to Ophelia. To which, yeah, Ophelia may be the strongest one. She's actually. It was pretty interesting to learn that she was actually, you know, they made her a genestelia or whatever you call it. I always kind of forget that name. And she's the first one they've ever made, and it worked in a way that she is the strongest one, but whenever she uses her power, she loses more of herself. So I'm not too sure how like it happens in like the light novels, and if there was in season 3, what would happen. But that does open up a venue for what Euless possibly wants to do, and they probably would have to fight her as well in the next festa, the Gypsa festa or whatever they call it. I forget which one that was called. She's probably would be in that one if, like, once again, I say if there's season 3, I'm going to keep saying that over and over again, because at the moment, the way it ended just opened it up for many things. Like I said, first off being the Ophelia and Euless thing. Second off being the whole Claudia kind of, like, she's doing something. One of her wishes, Galaxy, doesn't want her to do that. At first I was like, who the hell is Galaxy? But I think they talked about it before. I think that's what her mom is in. Like, you pretty much, to be in that, you have to be like no longer human practically already, kind of thing, something like that. Am I right? If I'm wrong, feel free to comment below and change, correct me, because I'm kind of confused on what that. I'm guessing it's some higher ups that don't want her to do that, and that's why the father tried to save her by sending that one old guy with the creepy laugh at them. Another thing is, what is up with this show towards the end of this with their villains, or I guess the magnum opus, the doctor, is kind of a villain, with their weird creepy laugh. She was like, hee 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 hee. I was like, okay, yeah, I wouldn't trust her even if I didn't know what she did to Ophelia. Like, just she seems like a mad scientist, pretty much. I mean, she obviously is, but like, if I like didn't hear about Ophelia and she came up to me and was like, I can help your sister, I'd be like, I'll figure out another way myself. Cause like, what the hell? The action part in the scene was, of course, against that Hydra thing, and to be honest, it felt like they just put that in as a way, like they wanted to end it with a bang, end it with some action. To which the action scene was pretty good. I did enjoy it, but like I just feel like they threw this in at the end just to show like, boom, we're gonna end this with a bang. So not saying it's a bad thing, because like I said, it was pretty cool. I always love the action scenes in this anime, and seeing the way they did it, orchestrated it with Ayato jumping across buildings, the way the camera was spinning around him, jumping on the rocks. You got Saya over there shooting her gun. Here comes Euless coming in at the very end, destroying the thing in one go. Another thing is that Hydra, I'm kind of, if like, is that how the Hydra works? I could have sworn I thought I learned that the Hydra is if you cut one head off, 2 more come back. Not, you have to just kill the middle one and it's dead, and if you cut the other ones off, they just regenerate. Is there different types of Hydras? If you know, feel free to comment below on that, because I was kind of like, wait, I could have sworn it's to cut 2 heads off, and it cut a head off and then 2 more appear, so the only way to beat it is to pretty much like, I don't know, completely destroy it, to which they did anyway, because Euless just blew it up. They had this whole plan, and it looked like they were trying to cut the middle head off, in the end, they just let them all regenerate, and here comes Euless destroying it all in one go. That's pretty much what it was. It was kind of actually interesting. It was cool, like kind of like a raid boss. Like you're in a raid in a dungeon, and you got Ayato, who's kind of, I guess, like the tank, the frontliner. You got Saya, who's like the sniper in the back. We got Euless, kind of like a mage, swordsman, split kind of thing going on as well. And they took down the raid boss. And then, of course, every time, guys, every time I say this, that I love watching Kirin fight. Like, I mean, sure, laser sword thing is cool, gun is cool, fire magic is cool, but Kirin's like sword play is always just plain awesome to watch. It sucked that it wasn't much. It was pretty much just like the old guy, like, huh, you figured out where I was, huh? And he was cocky, like he was gonna attack her or something. All of a sudden, she just like, zoom, disappears like right behind him, and just like, boom, back hits him with the reverse, the back of her blade to knock him out, which is just pretty damn awesome. But I was kind of hoping a little bit more for her. Whenever I see her, I just love seeing her action fights, though it was still pretty damn awesome to see that. But yeah, that was pretty much the action part of this episode. This episode can be, you can just, first part, talk about Ophelia and Euless, kind of her past and everything and what happened there. How was Ophelia made into what she is now? Second half is pretty much action scene. We get to see fight of, fighting the Hydra and defeating that one Gustav, I think like his name is. I think I might be wrong. I forget. The old guy, just completely forget his name. He's not even that important. He was kind of like a villain they threw in that wasn't really like a big villain. Obviously, you find out later that is really the father of Claudia all along, trying to stop Claudia, because obviously it's not because, of any bad things, but it's more of he cares about her and doesn't want her to do what she's about to do because of what Galaxy's probably going to do to her. So it's more of he's just worried and just wants to stop whatever her wish is. I'm still not too sure on Claudia's wish. Did they explain it before? I'm not too sure. We get to see her talking to Yabuki a bit too. So she's keeping getting on more and more info. Maybe that's how she found out about her father being there. But yeah, it's interesting to learn more about Claudia. Like if there was a third season, or if you go read a light novel, you can obviously see that Claudia will be a main focal point in that storyline. Obviously, we also saw the thing with the sister where the chairman, ends up telling Ayato, hey, your sister's here. And Ayato says that she probably put herself under some imprisonment kind of thing. So why did she do that? I'm thinking, obviously, the chairman is in cahoots with Dirk, Urban Wine. So it's probably has something to do where she was about to get taken and something happened. They want information from her maybe or something. And then, bam, she's like, nope, no one's going to get me. And just put herself like in a deep sleep, imprisonment, whatever you want to call it. Is there a way to get her out? I'm not too sure. Maybe it probably had something to do with Ayato. Like maybe she planned this all out and she was expecting Ayato to do something. Also, one way he could possibly get her out is Magnum Opus, that doctor, to which I don't know about that because she's crazy. So what he plans on doing instead is, of course, as you saw at the very end, he's going to be joining the Festa with Claudia, and everyone's got their own wishes and everything. The brother of Euless is also another big thing where he says that he will help her if she's able to win the Festa and give the king more power. He will no longer be, good for nothing, he said. And he's going to be helping Euless. He's been waiting for that day that, because Euless seems like she's such a bright girl and everything, has a bright future, while he's like a good for nothing. And he's been waiting for the day that his cute little emoto says, Oni-chan, help me. That's pretty much what I heard. That's pretty much what it seemed like for me. But yeah, it was a nice brother-sister moment between them, and I'm happy to see that the brother is like that to Euless. And I was actually surprised. I thought Euless wanted to take over herself because she didn't believe her brother can do that, but she actually ends up asking her brother to do it instead. So that's nice to see, kind of a difference in view. She doesn't see herself more. She wants to save the city, but she also wants her brother to do it instead, kind of thing. Or maybe they wouldn't expect listen to a queen. I'm not too sure how that would work in that city and everything. But overall, it was a pretty good episode that had a lot of things pointing towards either a third season, or they just did it just to have, like I said, like people have been saying, kind of like, oh, go read the light novels. So that's a possibility. I really do want a season 3. There's a lot of things, like I said, that we just talked about that points towards a good season 3. But like I said, the sales haven't been done well. There's still a lot of anime I've seen that have not done well, and they're still make another season. So there's a chance. There's still a chance. Small chance, but there's still a chance. So we just gotta hope and wait and see if there will be a season 3. If not, I'm kind of interested in reading the light novel. So if you guys do know where I could find it, feel free to comment below there. And yeah, how do I feel about the season overall? I probably give it like a 7.5. I mean, that's still really high in my books. It was really good. In my opinion, actually a little bit better than the first one. I think definitely had a lot of good like action in this one. The story was pretty interesting as well. We got to finally learn a little bit more about the sister, even though it kind of like the first season trails off a bit, but we did learn more about the sister in this one than the first one, that's for sure. And it was just the story overall, the action overall, and just the character development of everyone in this felt way better than the first one. I definitely enjoyed it and would give it a 7.5, and definitely would recommend it to people who are looking for kind of a, action, harem, school, ecchi romance kind of thing. Like, I know a lot of people put this anime down sometimes because it's kind of generic in a lot of ways, but it does have some good, interesting things. I like the characters. I do like the whole action scenes and everything. I actually think the action scenes are pretty top notch, to be honest. And yeah, that's why I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Also, I forgot to mention, I did enjoy the little ending sequence that they had with the song from the first season. It was pretty nice little thing. Everyone showing them training, showing them all together, all the characters that we've seen so far, including the villains and everything as well. And overall, it was just a really nice thing to see at the very end. It gave me a little bit of closure. If there won't be a season 3, I still want one really badly, but it definitely gave a little bit of closure with how this, episode ended and how the season ended overall with this ending. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Overall, really another good episode filled with a lot of things that point towards the season 3. Hopefully, please let there be a season 3. But yeah, we just gotta hope and wait. That's pretty much all it is. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And until next time, guys, see ya.